In the previous video, I talked about the realization that we need an integrated tool set to support virtual systemic inquiry. I wanted to spend a few minutes and talk to you about some of the requirements that we've identified to date for that tool set, even though we're not presumptuous enough to believe that we've even come close to having a complete set, and I'll talk about that a little bit at the end. So that because of the nature of the participants in this virtual systemic inquiry, we believe that there are three core requirements in that the tools that we use, that we figure out how to integrate, have to be web-based so that anybody anywhere can get at the content anytime they need to, as opposed to having some critical piece of something stuck on somebody's desk someplace and nobody else being able to get access to it. And because it's on the web and numerous people will be able to change it, you want the applications to track the changes made to it so that if somebody is interested, they can in fact compare versions and see what was changed by whom when. And to support that, the applications need to be simultaneous multi-user, meaning that 2 or 3 or 4 people could actually work in the same application at the same time. It's not wait your turn. It's when you're in a position to contribute something, you should be able to contribute it. So based upon that core set of requirements, we think that there's still value in a discussion forum or news group or something of that nature. If you have multiple people contributing to multiple applications, it would be good if there was a common point for everyone to leave notes about what it was that they changed so that everybody else would in fact know that there were changes. So that as part of the inquiry, there may be half a dozen people working in 5 or 6 different applications. Anytime they change something someplace, they should drop a note into the discussion forum so that everybody else knows that something has been updated. In conjunction with that, we think that mind mapping software, which comes in various forms, is likely to be very beneficial in terms of doing initial concept mapping, trying to figure out what's part of the set of relationships that are responsible for the situation being what it is. And mind mapping as opposed to actually doing modeling and simulation models, because at an early stage, everything is sort of gray and fuzzy and up in the air, and mind mapping is something that should be very fluid and flexible and simply allow people to sort of think in the map and dump things in and take things out and allow it to evolve over time. The typical office documents, a text document, a spreadsheet, a presentation, those kinds of documents are always likely to be of some amount of use, though probably not as much in this environment as they have been in historical environments. Though the suite of software used to allow us to create those types of documents still needs to be web-based, allow you to track change and enable multiple users. After having created multiple websites over the years and wrestled with various approaches to doing that, when I finally ran into Mediawiki and the wiki environment, I was extremely comfortable with it. The fact that it does allow for multiple people to contribute to the content, and it tracks everything that gets changed so that if there are in fact any problems, you can roll things back to wherever you need to, allows you to look at what was changed, when, by whom, and it allows you, as far as I could tell at this point, it is the most flexible environment within which one might endeavor to integrate everything else, either with links or doing embedding. Additionally, there's a need for people, while because of the distributed nature of the group, typical meetings are probably out of the question, though smaller subsets of the involved individuals, from 2 to however many, might need to interact via something other than email from time to time, so that some form of instant messaging communications would probably contribute greatly to the endeavor. And then you get to a point where you have done the investigation and things begin to come together. You want to provide a more contextual structure to the understanding. You begin to develop more refined models of the set of interactions, which you then get into developing rich pictures and causal loop diagrams, and when necessary, actually doing simulations. So those three types of systems diagrams, not that one would actually use all of them in every inquiry, though one should have resources available to accommodate any or all of them. And the last one is some application that does flow charts, process charts, engineering type diagrams, those kinds of things. So this is the set of functions or features or options that to this point are considered essential to support a virtual systemic inquiry. As to what else could support the effort, I think that gets defined as we undertake efforts and we run into situations where we need something that's not provided by the set of tools that's already been identified, and then we go looking for something that meets the core requirements and integrates well with the other pieces that we have already identified. So here are current perspectives of a set of requirements for tools that have to be identified to support virtual systemic inquiry. So hope this is informative, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.